Hello friends, let's begin with the job costing overview. Now what is job costing overview? First is about the indirect cost pool and second is about the cost allocation base. Now indirect cost pool is nothing but here the manufacturing cost overhead is nothing but rupees 12 lakh 15,000 and what is the cost allocation base, that is 27,000 direct manufacturing labor hours. So we have calculated that rupees 45 per direct manufacturing labor hours. Now direct material labor hours, here cost object is direct plus indirect cost. So whenever the job costing overview is considered, we have to calculate first what is the indirect cost pool, that is how much the cost manufacturing overhead took place, and what is the cost allocation base. Cost allocation base, here allocation base is nothing but the labor hours which we were thinking, and how the cost object will be calculated by adding up direct cost and indirect cost. So my dear friends, in job costing system is as far as manufacturing is considered. First, what we do, we buy the materials, then the materials inventory takes place. Whatever the raw materials are there, then we use that kind of materials, and here the work in process inventory takes place. Means whenever the manufacturing is going on, the processing is takes place, and here the inventory is also used. So here the labor cost comes into existence whenever the processing takes place, and here the overheads also come into existence where different overheads are there while processing the inventory. Then after completing the production, the finished goods are being produced, and then we try to sell that goods into the market, and here the cost of goods sold is being calculated. So this is nothing but the job costing system in manufacturing which takes place. And how the cost sheet is being produced is nothing but it is a system which is designed to show the output of particular accounting period of breakup of the cost. So basically cost sheet is basically designed for basically it is designed to show how much the output is produced in particular accounting period, and different breakups are shown. It becomes easy for the managers to control the cost. So basically it is nothing but a memorandum statement, and it does not form the part of double entry cost or accounting records. It actually discloses the total cost and cost per unit. So two things we get, that is cost per unit and the total cost we get from the cost sheet. So basically it helps to fix what if you know what is the production cost, it will give you at what margin you have to decide, and at what product you have to sell. So second is you have to submit what is your quotation price also, how much quote you are giving to the customers, and it can also help you to control the cost if any extra cost is going in the market. You can actually control the cost with the help of cost sheet. So this is you can say basic format of cost sheet. Here basically we take the cost sheet. Here we take the cost sheet of first is nothing but the direct materials is taken over here. Second, here the labor is used, or what kind of direct labor is there. So basically prime cost is taken into consideration, where different kind of work overheads are taken. Here work cost is taken into consideration. Here administration costs are there, so administration overhead is taken into consideration, where we actually tally the cost of production. Here we add the selling and distribution overheads, and after that total cost is being calculated. Here total cost is decided, and after dividing that you get actually what is the cost per unit. For example, if you are manufacturing say a motorcycle, right? So direct materials, for example iron, aluminium, etc., all this costing will be taken here. labor, which is actually the employees which are involved in assembling that kind of materials which comes from the vendors. So here labor, that is prime cost, is will be kept over here. And what all works are done during the assembly line, and what kind of different maintenance expenses are being required, that is taken over here. Managers are there who keep the records of the inventory, and some staffing is done over there so that the administrative expenses are written over here. And after finishing of that product, we have to sell that product with the different distribution channels. And what are the expenses it took, say here 10 crore, here suppose 15 crore, 15 crore, here say 8 crore, and here say 10 crore. So all these figures are in crores, because as far as big public limited company is considered, the figures basically go in crores only. But as far as basic costing is considered, we take examples in thousands only. So cost per unit is calculated by dividing the number of quantity production took place. By dividing the quantity, you will get the value of one product. So you'll get how much direct material value came, say for 80. Here after calculating, you will get different values which will be in singular units, and you will be able to find out how much the product is taking. One unit is taking say 80 rupees in the form of materials, it is taking 100 rupees in the form of works, it is taking 125 rupees as administrative expense, and 100 rupees as a form of selling or distribution expense. So basically you will be understanding that per unit it took, say for example 425 unit, you will be adding some margin over there, say 100 rupees, and you will be selling that product in 525 rupees. So this is how actually the cost sheet is going to be helpful. And we can see the cost sheet in more detail. In the next slide we'll see the elements of the cost which are coming. I'll be showing in the next slide. Thank you.